and the green flag at the back means we are good to go racing. It's 9 laps still on the screen. The lights go red. Race 4 of Formula 4 Southeast Asia is go. Good start made by Musiafa from pole position. Daniel Cow tries to move across and defend on the run down towards turn 1 because the inside was trying to get Hibiki Taira in the orange car. Daniel Cow gives him racing room, and so they come down towards turn 1 with Kane Shepherd also trying to find space on the inside line as they dive into the braking zone. Musiafa will lead the way. Cow is on the outside line. Also Giretti is trying to gain progress in the second of the orange cars as they now swing left at turn 2, drop downhill. Speed building because you need the momentum through here. This right at turn 3 because there's a bit of a climb up to turn 4. Heavy braking zone coming up next. Hibiki Taira has made a very good start though. He's up in the second place. Daniel Cow third and on the back foot because he's having to defend first of all from Kane Shepherd with the white crash helmet there in the blue car. And fourth, is he going to beat Daniel Cow? Yes, I think Giretti has gone right around the outside of him. Let's see who comes out ahead as they power up towards turn 5. Yes, Giretti goes up into third place, and also now having a go at them is Presley Martono in the red car. So the Indonesian driver, number 32, who we saw in the Formula Renault Euro Cup last season, he also is gaining ground. So both Cow and Shepherd here, the 2 weekend championship leaders, dropping back, and significantly, if they're behind Giretti, that's going to put him in the box seat for points over the course of this race. So the leader coming up for the first time towards turn 9 is in the yellow car, the Malaysian driver Muiz Musiafa, local hero, coming good here as he brakes. The Japanese Hibiki Taira is tucked up with him as they go through the left and then right over the brow road climbs at this point. And then you drop down through turn 12, which is here. It's a tightening right-hander. Down a gear, turn right, a bit sharper at turn 12, down the hill. So the leader is Musiafa, second is Taira, third is Giretti, fourth is Martono. Whoop, somebody running way wide. It's Luke Thompson, who's in all sorts of strife, and around he goes. Thompson has lost it. Hopefully he's not connected with anything solid, and he has. He's up against the barrier. So Luke Thompson spins off the road. That's all it takes. You go wide at one corner, lose the traction, and around he goes. So he should be able to get back into the race. We'll see what damage has been done as they all still in a long line, interestingly, accelerate up towards turn 15. Yellow, Musiafa, then the 2 orange twins together with Alessandro Giretti making a dive to the inside line there for second place. Does he go through? Yes, he does. Giretti up to second spot. He's not had a win this weekend yet, but he's not finished off the podium. Been a very impressive weekend for Alessandro Giretti as he comes now up towards the timing line, right in the wheel tracks there. Getting a tow is Hibiki Taira, number 1, to try and take the place back again. Taira goes to the outside line. Down towards the right-hander at turn 1 they come. Taira got the tow, but he's on the outside line. There in fourth place is Presley Martono, who now shovels up the inside and try and get third. Can't do it. Fifth in the white car is Daniel Cow, side by side for sixth there. You've got Kane Shepherd and then Nazim Azman running together, and Azman tries to get up the inside in the second of the yellow perils. You can see in the background they're still side by side. There's the leader, Muiz Musiafa, trying to get away now, but he's going to have to work hard. Giretti has been really quick this weekend and should have the pace to be able to catch him for the race lead. Look at the blue and yellow cars side by side in the background. The blue is Kane Shepherd, who's had 2 wins. Up with him is Nazim Azman, who 12 months ago we saw in a GT4 Porsche here, but he's taken the decision to concentrate on single-seaters, and the Malaysian driver going strongly as they turn their way now up to the right-hander of turn 6. Azman's had a couple of individual race wins this season. Daniel Cow still the benchmark, 10 race wins he's had. So turn right through turn 7 and 8, the race leader, but look at the gap, it's coming down now. Giretti quicker within the first sector, quicker in the second sector as well. And now they sprint down towards the left at turn 9. Third, fourth, fifth, all starting to battle as there are challenges made. Martono up the inside, goes third at the expense of Hibiki Taira. So Presley Martono now hustling on. He's taking Daniel Cow with him, and Cow in turn has managed to shake off, seemingly, Kane Shepherd. Martono under attack again from Taira as they drop downhill, but he hangs on to the place. So Musiafa leads the way, but Musiafa being caught by Alessandro Giretti in each of the sectors. And Giretti needs to get past him before he gets caught by Martono, because he's looking very towy behind as well. Fourth, the orange car there, you can see number 1 is Hibiki Taira. Fifth is Daniel Cow, who gets a good exit from turn 14. And so now you've got this nice long straight, fast part of the circuit, of course, speed building all the time. It's just flat out up through the gears, and then the heavy braking zone for the hairpin. Cow to the inside of Taira. Is he going to be able to go through? He should be. There's plenty of racing room on the inside line. Daniel Cow, no, can't quite get up the inside, but Taira goes too deep into the corner. And Daniel Cow says, thank you very much, and he has gone by now. So that puts him up into fourth place. The order is Muiz Musiafa in the lead. Alessandro Giretti, 4/10 of a second back, and the safety car is being deployed. Third is Martono, fourth is Cow, fifth is Taira, sixth is Shepherd, seventh is Azman, eighth is Iraf Danish, ninth is Timothy Yo, 10th is Armand Johani, and there off the road is Armand Johani, so he's no longer in 10th place. He is in the gravel, and the safety car deployed. There it is, and that's the first time, actually, we have had the safety car in F4 all weekend. I think I'm right in saying. Did we have it? Oh, no, we had a brief period on Friday because it started to drizzle, that's right. But that was for the weather more than anything else, and this is for an incident. So, safety car deployed, and out on track it comes. The reason being to get this car out of harm's way. It's gone a long way off the track. Where's that? Turn 12? 12 into 13, I think I'm right in saying. Yes, you come down the hill. So you go wide at turn 12. It's happened to one of the GT cars yesterday. Hook a wheel over the curb and you just spin across the road. And both of the Johannis then are spectators. Arsh never started, and Armand is out of the race. Disappointment all round for them. So the drivers then now work their way up towards the completion of lap number 3, when we have the safety car out like this. Yes, we did, just to confirm, have safety car in race 1 because of the brief shower that the race had. But now, with this car needing to be retrieved, we have the field all in order, and you see the weaving goes on to try and keep up the tyre warmth and keep up the pressures. So as the field turns towards turn number 9, let's see how long it's going to be before we can go back to racing. We'll see the incident zone very shortly. Fastest lap, incidentally, has been done by Alessandro Ghiretti. That was to get him onto the back of Muziaffa, but now, of course, he's there anyway, thanks to the safety car bunching up the order. Is he going to be able to make his move on the restart? I wonder. We shall find out very shortly when the cars turn through turn 13, turn 14 in a moment, and then we'll have an opportunity to see how the incident clear-up operation is going on. The lights lay out on the safety car. Yes, I think they are, so hopefully we can be back racing this time. A brief interlude, of course, that's the nice thing about a long lap. Safety car in this lap, it's confirmed on the timing screen. So the field now through the right hand of turn 14. It's going to be a real test of who is Muziaffa this. He's not had a race win. The young Malaysian driver, Muziaffa, 16 years of age. He's got the pressure on him. Ghiretti behind him, the French-Moroccan with more car racing experience, but not of Sepang. He's been good in French and Italian F4. And then running in third place, Presley Martono, who's an experienced peddler of, as I said earlier, Formula Renault single-seaters in Europe. And the Indonesian driver is there as well. Daniel Cow runs 4th, so any one of those 4 could be a race winner out of all of this. And Kane Shepherd runs 6th. Don't discount him. The safety car peels in. We will go racing this time then at the end of lap number 3. It's this 9-lap race. The green flags are ready, and we are back racing. Over the timing line comes the yellow car of Muziaffa, right in the wheel tracks, Alessandro Ghiretti. Now, can he get a toe on the run here down towards turn 1? And if he can he dive out at the last moment and make his move? Yes, he can. Thinks about it, but doesn't want to force the issue just yet. He can't afford to sit there indefinitely because Martono and Cow are right up behind him, but equally it's not worth putting yourself in jeopardy. There's still enough race to go to plan this and think about it. Take your time. Downhill, Muziaffa tries to get away. The trouble Ghiretti has, he's trying to attack and defend at the same time, and there's a great scrap going on 6th, 7th, 8th. Kane Shepherd, Nabazim, Asman and Iziraf Danish all running together. You can see the 3 of them in the background. Looks a bit Swedish, doesn't it, with the blue and the yellow colours, but the 3 cars together, Shepherd having to go defensive there and fend them all off. Martono is now the big threat to Ghiretti, and if Ghiretti has to defend, that's going to give Muziaffa a free ride and pull away up front. As they come out of turn 5, Martono takes a tighter line, tries to get up the inside. Even if he had done so, that would have been the outside for here. 6, can't do it. But Muziaffa has broken away by 2 lengths. Have a look at Daniel Cow, because he's dropped back behind Hibiki Taira. See the next couple of cars, orange ahead of white, Taira ahead of Cow. So you've had a reversal there on this restart lap. Daniel Cow dropping back a spot. Here are the race leaders to turn 9, and Cow tries the outside line, but he's being prevented from attacking by Taira on the inside. Can Cow go all the way around the outside? He's going to try. That's not going to work, surely. No. Runs out of road, slots back in behind, both of them way up the curb, and they're squabbling and delaying themselves. So look now, the top 3 getting away. You can see the way that Muziaffa has got away from Ghiretti as well. So there, Alessandro Ghiretti trying to fend off Presley Martono. He's losing touch with the race leader. They need to work together here. Try and go after the leader once again. It's a huge advantage at the end of the lap that Muziaffa has pulled. You see the difference in now the attacking and defending styles. Cow trying to get himself back ahead of their number 1, Hibiki Taira. Behind them, there is Kane Shepherd ahead of Iziraf Danish now, who is 7th. The one that's dropped back there in the yellow car is Nazim Asma. Now, are Giretti and Martone going to benefit from a tow here? The gap to the eye is a little bit less as they get to the braking zone. Giretti with a puff of tyre smoke as he just locks up slightly, comes out of the corner through the left. And now the run down towards the right-hander at turn 1. If you're in the tow, this is where you might be able to benefit. Normally, of course, slicks and wings don't help in terms of getting the tow, but if the straight is long enough, like here, like Monza, like Spa, it can happen, and the gap comes down again, 0.6 of a second. Last time then, Muziaffa got the fastest lap of the race. Martono locks up, braking for turn 1. There, Danish goes round the outside of Shepherd. The two blue Miguels absolutely side by side, but it's going to be Kane Shepherd with the white crash helmet who stays ahead as they drop downhill once again. We're on now, lap number 5. Muziaffa leading the way, and now look, Giretti has been able to get away from Martono, and suddenly life completely changes because now he is utterly focused on the back of the yellow car for the race lead. He pulled a couple of good moves here yesterday, Giretti, overtaking round the outside. Doesn't do it this time, wasn't really close enough to plan the move. Now, he hustles on behind Muziaffa and then gets a little bit stuck because he can't find a way past him, and that brings Martono back onto his tail. So it might be that Giretti has to defend before he can attack here. Let's see. What he really needs is for Tyra to get up onto the back of Martono and start to distract him. Out of turn 7 they come now through the first part of this double apex right, 7 and 8. It's really one long arc. And then the short straight up towards turn number 9. To the braking zone they come. Turn into the left-hander and climb the hill. Lap 5 of 9 we work, and there, what a length and a bit between the two front-running cars. Yet again, the Formula 4 Southeast Asia Championship providing great action. And it's fascinating to see over the course of a weekend how drivers develop, how their pace improves, how their race positions improve as well. And here you've got Muziaffa on target. If he can hang on in there for a maiden win in these cars, can he do it? It would be a great feel-good story for the local driver. But Alessandro Giretti, who has not done that many races within the championship, he's right there on his tail and giving him a hard time as Daniel Cow goes a little bit wide. And that scrappy run through turn 14 now brings onto his tail Kane Shepherd. Remember, those two are fighting for the lead of the weekend championship, but I reckon they're going to get mugged by Giretti here because he's going to score 2 points, whereas it's going to be 5 for Cow and 6 for Shepherd. Up towards turn 16, 3 for the lead now. Into the last hairpin, 3 for the lead, all in a line. So you've got Giretti attacking for the lead, you've got Martono attacking for 2nd place, and they're about to accelerate up past the pits. Here they come as one, pretty much. This is the chance for Giretti now. He's got a tow. He's almost hidden behind Muziaffa, who goes defensive on the inside. Giretti goes with him, moves to the outside line. He's going to try the outside line, is he? I don't think it's going to work because ideally wide in, tight out is what he wants to do. There, up the inside of Daniel Cow goes Kane Shepherd. So Shepherd ahead of the weekend championship leader as Giretti takes the lead at turn 2. Contact behind him. Martono rides over the back of the yellow car of Muziaffa. He's still going, so has he got away with that without any damage? Let's see. Presley Martono, yes, he's still running 3rd, but a new race leader, Alessandro Giretti, out of turn 1, managed to make the move on the inside line. He stood his ground on the outside at 1, inside for 2. Very brave stuff indeed. And here it is, he got the lead. Look at the background though. Martono suddenly finds in the path the yellow car of Muziaffa. He rides over the rear wheel, and astonishingly, they both got away with that. Proof that the Miguel is a strong chassis. So Alessandro Giretti rattles over the curb. He leads the way, and he's trying to break clear of the rest of them now. Head down and charging on. Muziaffa, if he has suffered no damage either, has got away lightly from that because it was a big knot behind him. But I'm just a bit fearful about Presley Martono's car because have a look now. He's got Hibiki Tyra breathing down his neck for 3rd place. And Giretti locks up going into turn 9. Scrabbles into the corner, climbs the hill. He's still got the advantage though. Through the right-hander they come now. Long looping right, drop down the hill, heading towards the left at turn 12. A little bit wide up over the curb goes Presley Martono, feeling the pressure from behind. The other one that's progressing is Kane Shepherd, but he's not come storming through the field like you might have anticipated. When he's in the lead, he is able to win easily, it seems, from the front, control the pace. But like yesterday, if he's at the body of the field, it's harder to get through. Yes, I know they're all in identical cars, but others have made a bit of progress. Alessandro Giretti, remember, started 5th on the grid. He's the race leader. Kane Shepherd started 4th, and he's running in 5th place. So he's gone backwards, and Giretti has absolutely stormed forward. Up they come towards turn 15, through the hairpin now. Out of the left-hander, onto the pit straight. This will put 6 laps in the book as they come over the timing line, and Giretti is starting to just ever so gently edge away The new race leader goes through with half a second's advantage over Musiafa. Presley Martono is still there third, but have a look at Hibiki Taira, who is right up behind him. Is he going to be able to make a move as they head into turn one? He thinks about it. Fifth behind them is Kane Shepherd, and sixth is Daniel Cow. Seventh is Nazim Asman. Isaraf Danish is eighth, and ninth and 10th are Luke Thompson and Timothy Yeo. The race leaders are on lap number 7 out of 9. Downhill they come. Presley Martono grabs gear after gear after gear on this long, fast drag up the hill. And there behind him, Hibiki Taira pulls out and pulls back in again. Has a look. All of a sudden, Nazim Asman has benefited from a tow because in sector 1, he's gone quicker than anybody else in the race. And that puts him now back into contention against Daniel Cow. Downhill, they will turn in a moment through turn 5. It's just ever so slightly climbs again out of turn 6. A number of parts of this circuit deceptive with the gradient. It looks flat in the majority of places, but you have a walk around the place, you find that there's a little bit of a climb where you least expect it. There's another one coming here out of turn 9. As for the race lead, Musiafa is coming back at Giretti on the outside line. Where has all that time gone to? Does Giretti have a problem? Musiafa challenges to the outside line. Lap 7 through turn 9 they go. And all of a sudden, has Giretti got a problem because the pace seems to be reduced? He's having to go defensive, but he's not getting away from Musiafa anymore. What has happened here? All of a sudden, Alessandro Giretti's pace looks to be ebbing away. In the first sector, he was down by a 10th. In the second sector, he was down by a 10th. And not only is he being caught by Musiafa, but that means, as he's now the cork in the bottle, that Martono and Taira are closing up as well. Now, is this the plan? Is Giretti intelligent enough? Is he thinking enough to be able to back off for a couple of corners and stack Musiafa back into the traffic and make him defend and then pull away again? If he has been able to do that, it's a very intelligent way of driving. But I'm not sure that was the plan. It might just be happening that way because, again, the car does not seem to have quite the same speed in a straight line. And look at the line behind him. It's now 4 for the lead. And what's going on for 5th is that Cow is attacking Shepherd once more. We're about to come through at the end of lap 7. 2 more laps to go. The race leader is still Alessandro Giretti, but they're all bunching up behind him again. Musiafa running second. 3rd is Martono. 4th is Taira. Gap. 5th is Shepherd. 6th is Cow. 7th is Asman. 8th is Danish. Gap. 9th is now Luke Thompson, up ahead of Timothy Yeo. The leaders are at turn 1, and a big lock-up by Giretti. Let's see how far wide that pushes him as they come out of the corner. He's actually managed to get the line back again, impressively. Now, the yellow car of Musiafa is having to defend from Martono, briefly. Does that enable Giretti finally to start to make the break and get up the road? Let's see. They accelerate their way up now towards turn number 4. Look in the background, you'll see Isaraf Danish, the blue car, the orange top helmet, weaving all over the road to get past Daniel Cow. He's on the outside line at turn 4. Through goes Nazim Asman, who's gained 6th place. Daniel Cow falling away in this. So Alessandro Giretti in the box seat in order to take over the weekend championship lead, and impressively so. He is getting away from Musiafa, who runs wide, and that's going to stretch the gap even further. But here's Musiafa, slides off the road, rattles over the curb and back on again. In the background, Martono goes wide, coming out of turn 8 and down towards turn 9. Another lock-up from Alessandro Giretti. He's done that twice on this lap. It's doing the Hankook rubber no good at all. And remember that you get a fresh set for the 3 races today, so it's not the best way to treat your new rubber, is it? But it's certainly proof of how hard Alessandro Giretti is charging now. This championship that has given some great racing all weekend, all season indeed, and continues to go from strength to strength. Meritus, Peter Thompson's organisation, can trace its roots back 2-3 decades or so into junior single-seater racing, going back to the days of Formula Opel Euro Series. And it's an organisation that has championed the cause of young driver talent in single-seater racing for so long. The likes of Marine Karthikeyan, Lamont Minerel, Bamber, local driver Jasmine Jafar, just 3 drivers in this long, long list of successful talent that has been nurtured by Meritus. But it's not just individual drivers, it's championships as well. And here you've got a whole grid full of talented young drivers. Meritus doesn't just give you a car and say go racing. There's driver coaching, there's time to sit with the engineers and have mentoring sessions and learn accordingly, and it's all paying dividends. It's over the line to start the last lap they come, and it could be anyone in that line of, what, 6 for the lead that wins, because you never know what might kick off at turn 1, where Giretti has the advantage, and up the inside looks Musiafa. He's under pressure still from Martono. Down the hill they come. Out of turn 2, Giretti is still in the box seat here, but he can't afford to make a mistake because they're all so close behind him. he has got to now, sponge-like, soak up this pressure for another lap. Out of turn 3 he comes. He'll climb the hill towards turn number 4. And as they do so this time around, still Muzayafa is under attack from Martono, who is taking Tyra with him. Then it's Shepherd, Asman and Daniel Cow is the real query in this. Why has he fallen back into 7th place? Look, not only has he dropped into 7th, he's dropped away. The white car might lose another place to Isiraf Danish here. Left and then right, 5 and 6, the corners. Halfway round now, the final lap of the race. And wide over the curve goes Alessandro Giretti. That brings the gap down by length as they turn through turn number 8. And Muzayafa, look, has got the speed, he's got the momentum. Wide up the curve goes Giretti, and Muzayafa sniffing a chance to win for the first time here on home soil. Goes to the outside line at turn 9, but Giretti, sitting in the middle of the road, prevents him from taking the ideal opportunity on the inside, and he still leads the way as they climb the hill. But Muzayafa has got the momentum now, and he's also broken away from Presley Martono for the moment at least, and that means he can concentrate on the race leader. Turn 12 completed. Martono is the widest over the curb. Look at this line of 6 of 7 now, really, for the race lead as they drop downhill. This time, wide out of turn 13 goes Muzayafa, and he's wide at 14, and that gives Martono a chance to challenge, maybe. Let's see. It's all going to come to a head at the last corner, and then the drag race up to the line. Muzayafa gets out of the draft, interestingly. He doesn't get the toe there. Is that going to work for him or against him? I would have thought he'd be better off in the wheel tracks, but he thinks otherwise. He goes to the outside line, perhaps hoping to get the undercut coming out of the corner. Wide in, tight out. Martono crawling all over the back of him. Giretti is going to try and close the inside line, and he goes a little bit wider than does Muzayafa behind him. It's now the run to the checkered flag. And it's going to be a win for the first time for Alessandro Giretti, who, delighted as he is, takes honours in the 4th race of the weekend in the Formula 4 Southeast Asia Championship from Muiz Muzayafa 2nd. His best of the weekend, Presley Martono, is 3rd. Hibiki Tyra 4th. Kane Shepherd is 5th. Nazim Asman is 6th. 7th to Daniel Cow. 8th Isiraf Danish. 9th Timothy Yeo. 10th Luke Thompson. What a race! And what a drive by Alessandro Giretti. Richly deserved win there. He had to work his way up from 5th on the grid, don't forget. Bravo, Alessandro Giretti. He wins race 4 of the weekend. Muiz Muzayafa takes 2nd, and Presley Martono 3rd. A great race, a great drive by the man who stands aloft the winning car, Alessandro Giretti. We'll see.
The podium ceremony for race 4, event 5, Formula 4 Southeast Asia Championship. First, let's start with the Rookie Championship. In 3rd place, number 1, all the way from Okinawa, is Hibiki Tyra. In 2nd place, running with car number 23, all from Malaysia, is Muiz Muzayafa. And the winner of the Rookie Award for race 4, car number 28, coming all the way from France, it is Alessandro Giretti.
The car was really good. I was a good feeling with, so it was good. I win. I'm really happy.
Yeah, I'm feeling like normal. Yeah, it didn't feel like we push so hard. Just maintain the position. But at the end, you know, when the safety car and slow me down, and also him catch me. So yeah.
Yeah, starter was is a very good, but I haven't pace, so passing me